everyone, welcome to our channel. This is a series called Write Well with Maxxcell, where we discuss the writing section of IELTS exam in detail. Before we get into the nitty-gritties of writing section, first let us understand the basics of the same. So without further ado, let's begin. First, let us understand the structure of IELTS. Now, for IELTS, you have a total of 4 sections, namely listening, reading, writing, and speaking. For listening, you have a total of 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, you get a total of 4 sections. 4 sections means 4 different audios. Based on these 4 audios, you get 40 questions. Okay. Then coming to reading, you have a total of 60 minutes and you get 3 sections. 3 sections means 3 passages. Based on these 3 passages, you will be asked again 40 questions. Now, these 40 questions equate to 40 marks, right? 40 marks each. These marks are then later converted into band scores. So, your final score for listening and reading will not be in marks, but in band scores. Now, coming to writing. Writing goes for around 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, and you have 2 tasks, namely task 1 and task 2. Now, overall, you're going to be writing 400 words. Now, coming to these 2 tasks, task 1 usually has 150 words and task 2 has 250 words. We will understand this soon. Coming to speaking, you have around 11 to 14 minutes. Speaking exam goes for around this much time. It can be more than that also. Then coming to the sections, there are total of 3 parts. Okay, there is introduction, there is cue card round, and then there is discussion round. It is face-to-face. One-on-one interview will be conducted for speaking test. Okay. Moving on, let us understand how task 1 and task 2 differ from each other. First, we have task 1. Now, task 1 is a report or a letter. Now, how is this decided? If you are answering IELTS Academic, then you have a report. If you are answering IELTS General, then you have a letter. The word limit for task 1 is around 150 words. Now coming to task 2. Task 2 is around 250 words, and regardless of whether you are answering IELTS Academic or General, it will be a essay writing for task 2. Now let us understand what is the difference between the 2 tasks. Task 1 deals with simple tasks which are very direct and impersonal. That means that you are not going to include any personal examples or personal details or your personal opinions when it comes to task 1. Task 1 is just report or the letter. For the letter, a scenario will be presented to you, and based on that you have to write the letter. Coming to task 2. Task 2 deals with tasks that require critical thinking and introspection. That means that you have to also pay attention with respect to the ideas. You have to dig deep and figure out some good ideas that you can include in your essay. They are questions that are usually a little bit tougher. And then coming to introspection, you have to dig deep within your own self and figure out what are your personal opinions and where exactly you stand on whatever topic that is presented to you. You also have to understand that you have to include some personal examples. Okay, so they might ask you for examples. In that case, you are expected to give examples from your own life or from your own knowledge or experience. Now let us see what are the different types of writing tasks. So for task 1, we have report writing for IELTS Academic and letter writing for IELTS General. Under report writing, you might get infographics. Okay, so you might get infographics, and infographics are basically pictures or some visual depictions that give a lot of information. Now here we are some examples of report writing. That is, you can get a bar graph, you can get a pie chart, a line graph, table charts, process diagrams, maps or plans. All of these can be asked for report writing. Coming to task 1 for general, that is letter writing, there are 3 types of letters, namely formal, informal and semi-formal. Now moving on to task 2. Now under task 2 you have different types of essays, right? Like they can ask the question in different ways and you have to respond accordingly. Now the different types of essays that are there are discussion essay, opinion essay, problem solution, advantages, disadvantages and double question. Now you don't have to worry about all these different tasks because we will be discussing each one in detail in this particular series. So if that is something you might be interested in, consider subscribing. And that is it for today. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, consider hitting the like button. If you have friends who might be interested in such content, please think of sharing this video with them. If you're looking for IELTS classes, look no further because we provide online as well as offline classes where we give you comprehensive material, test series and personalized feedback. If interested, please contact us for more details.